What's poppin', folks? We back again to Sick Them Down. Tim, Josh, Dula. You guys know what to do. Let's go.
Okay, we're doing the wild card rankings, all right? And it was painful for me to do this, but I had to, we're gonna do this. And we might just be a reminder, this is the playoffs. Doesn't matter what your record is, it's just more about experience, matchups, the better team. And for me, I'm gonna start off my rank. My number one team in this rank is the New York Giants. Why? Because we have a quarterback that has been doubted and has done it better than any quarterback in the playoffs, NFC, AFC, and that's just speaking the truth. In Eli Manning, we can't no longer go on the records. We can't no longer go on. They have no running game. They X, Y, and Z. He has proven. We don't know if he's going to do that, but I'm going off of experience and who has done their job. My number two team, of course, is the New England Patriots. Tom Brady, enough said. Three team is the Pittsburgh Steelers, Big Ben and Antonio Brown. Listen, that's a deadly combination in the playoffs. My number four team is Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, who are the hottest team coming in. My number five team is my Dallas Cowboys. We have probably the best running game. Okay, our defense is coming together. Key players are coming back. We got home field throughout the playoffs. We got a young quarterback in Dak Prescott, but Ezekiel Elliott is a beast. So, got my number five. My number six team is the Chiefs. My number seven team is the Atlanta Falcons. My number eight team is the Seattle Seahawks. My number nine team is the Detroit Lions. Number 10 is the Miami Dolphins. 11 is the Raiders. And my number 12 team is the Houston Texans.
All right, sounds good. I'm actually surprised, Tim. I don't know whether you're showing respect or whether you're trying to start a firestorm.
Wait.
All right, we'll get back to that, though. All right.
It's all love, let me start.
We'll start from the bottom and work my way up, just like Drake. All right, so let's start. My first hyphen, which is going to be the bottom seed, is the Texans. They are garbage. Their quarterback is garbage. And I wouldn't, like I said in the first down, would not be surprised if they actually lost to the Raiders with Carr still missing. Next team is the Raiders. Like I said, when you don't have a car, you don't go very far. So, sorry to say, kids in Oakland, I know you waited a long time for this. The next team is going to be the Dolphins. Sorry, Randy Brown. But you got Matt Moore, and what's your career playoff passing yardage with the Dolphins quarterbacks combined? Like 384 compared to Ben's 4,000 something. I apologize in advance. My next team is going to be the Lions. I love the Lions in the regular season, but as they progress and now they're going to head to CenturyLink Field, that's going to be a hell of a matchup for them to overcome. If they do, I'll be surprised, and more props to them. But right now, I got them as the 9th seed. For my 8th, I'm going with the Seahawks. I just, like we discussed, we all don't think they're the same. Missing Earl Thomas, the running game really isn't there. Russell Wilson has to be a magician. It's going to be it's going to be a battle there against Detroit. My next team is going to be the Falcons. Yeah, they got a bye week. But we all know how the Falcons are once they get to the playoffs. We've all seen Matty Ice have a great regular season. Julio rips it up. Devontae runs wild. And once they get to the playoffs, it's just, what the heck kind of team is this? So after the Falcons, I have the Packers. The Packers, I think, are it's going to be a tough matchup for Rodgers. They're going to go against my Giants. The defense is playing outstanding this year. It's going to be a hell of a cold game. And if we can stop the running game, that's going to take off a dimension for Rodgers, and it's going to make it really hard for those receivers catching that that rock from Rodgers going that fast and being negative 20 out. So for my next team, I'm going to go to the Giants. I'm hoping, and I have a good knack and a feeling that we can take the Packers at Lambeau like we've done in the past. And like I said, if we can shut down the run game, better for us. After the Giants, I'm gonna put the Dallas Cowboys. Pains me to say, I hate putting them above my boys, but Dallas has got that O-line, they got the running game, Dak's playing great, and the defense is playing beyond what we thought they would this year. So, in that home, might be tough. And my next team is going to be the Chiefs. I'm actually pretty afraid of the Chiefs, and it wouldn't I honestly won't be surprised if they're the ones that make it out of the AFC on top. But for now, number one is the Patriots until they are dethroned.
Okay. So there are 12 teams. I broke it up into 3 different categories. My first category is called Thanks for Playing. These 4 teams, it's nice they made the playoffs, but I don't think they have a real shot. So out of the 4 at the bottom, I think Detroit is my number 12 team. And you know what? I get a lot of crap for you don't have faith in your team. Listen, have you seen the last 3 games? If you haven't, let me tell you about the last 3 games. Very strong in the first half, fell asleep in the second half. 21-21 with Dallas, the final score is 42-21. That tells me you fell asleep in the second half. They were up on the Packers by 3. They ended up, losing by 7. And the last was a garbage time touchdown. I mean, look, Case Keenum had a passer rating of like 102 against the Lions. Come on. That's not going to cut it come playoff time. So thanks for playing, Detroit. Right above them, I got the Houston Texans. The only saving grace for them is their defense right now. On offense, good luck. Right above them, Miami. Listen, shout out to Miami. They're back in the playoffs again. I don't think it's their time yet. Even with Ryan Tannehill, I still think this is a team that, needs a little more experience. They got some potential for the future, though. That Ndamukong Suh contract is starting to pay up. Next up, Oakland. Again, another team who's happy to be back, but I don't think this is their year. Losing Carr is a lot to overcome. The next category of 4 teams, they have a good shot, a very good shot. Rounding that up, I got the Giants. $200 million in that defense is working out. I really wish they spent some of that money on the offensive line. I really do. It'd be a whole different story. They are finding a running game, though. Paul Perkins, not looking bad. Eli's a winner. Let's just see which Eli we get, though. Next up, Seattle. We've talked about Seattle ad nauseum. Yeah. Pittsburgh, for that same reason. Every time they make it, they're always a threat. They got Le'Veon Bell playing well, Big Ben. I'm just worried about their defense in the long run. Dallas up next. Let me give you a fun fact about rookie players. So Dallas at number 5. Here's the thing about Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott last year was done playing football the middle of December-ish, like last week of December. Now you're talking about a guy, now it's in January, you're still playing football. And in fact, it's going to be mid-January, you're still playing football because of the bye. That kind of wears on you. That's a big adjustment to make. You're still playing football. You're still practicing. You haven't done this type of thing yet. Rookie quarterbacks, I don't trust them come playoff time. And then you got the top 4 your heavyweight contenders. Bottom of that is Green Bay. As long as Aaron Rodgers is on, they're always a threat. Next up, Atlanta, same thing. Matt Ryan is slinging the rock around. Their defense is starting to come around. Vic Beasley, what up? Number 2 is going to shock some people. I have New England at number 2, which puts Kansas City at 1. Why do I have Kansas City as the favorite? Kansas City has been a very good team the last few years. They finally found the one thing they were missing. That was a playmaker at receiver. They have one now. So I think come playoff time, they're going to be a very tough out. And right now, if I had to say the Super Bowl, I'm seeing Kansas City, Green Bay.
No, not
okay. Bad. Well, here's the thing, and I'll say this. Yeah, so if I had to pick a bracket right now and bet some money, I'm taking the Chiefs too in the AFC. That's my thing. I think the NFC is wide open. I think it depends on the matchups. What happens? Green Bay is the hottest team right now. If they get shut down by the Giants, you're playing the best defense in the playoffs. Now, either an NFC East matchup with the Dallas Cowboys, or if Detroit beat Seattle, the Giants will head to Atlanta and Detroit will head to Dallas. So, to me, in the NFC, it depends on the right matchup with the right thing to happen. With the AFC, it's coming down to 3 teams: Steelers, Patriots, or Chiefs. And, the Steelers are the 3rd seed. So, with being the 3rd seed, you're going to end up seeing the Patriots. The Chiefs are going to face one of those teams in the bottom with a backup quarterback and head to the AFC Championship. So that's, to me, Della, you're absolutely right. They are the favorite. They are, to me, the favorite if I had to do a bracket. But with the rankings, I'm going with my experience. And we wasn't all too – but how dare you, though, Della? How dare you pick your Lions that bad? Holy crap. Della, you had injuries on that team. I'm the one who told you that the Lions would be 12-4, 11-5. I didn't get a thank you call from you, man. I didn't get a Christmas call saying
they didn't. They're 9-7.
You're right, but I did say playoffs at least. I know I said playoffs a little bit. Did I? I know I did.
Let me reiterate. Listen, Eli Manning went 20 or 28 for like 2 touchdowns against Detroit, right? That's not a knock on Eli. Eli's a good quarterback. But then you got Case Keenum who throws for 3 against Detroit. Come on. Listen, injuries are not – the defense is not good.
Wait, you know what? We got beef now. We got beef from go ahead, brother. Go ahead,
okay,
Sean.
but we gotta move on to the next and last down, guys. So is there anything else we need to talk about before we move on?
Just real quick, I know Randy right now, he's ranking along by his Miami. He's a passionate Miami Dolphins man. He's going nuts.
And also Mr. Cooper, I think he needs a hug.
What? Hit it, Cooper. Cooper first, Randy second. Cooper, let me explain something to you, Cooper. You my man, you my dog. But here's the thing, okay? We're enemies. I'm a Cowboy fan, you're a Giant fan. We know that, cool? But here's the thing. I got to tell the truth. I got to tell it like it is. The Giants are a proven NFL team. My Cowboys, who got experience? Jason Witten as a tight end and Romo who's on the bench. My thing is this. Eli Manning is a 2-time Super Bowl winning championship quarterback. The first year in 2007 when he went, he shocked the world when Romo went to Cabo. I remember that. In 2011, he was asked on ESPN in front of the whole world, are you an elite quarterback? When he said yes, everybody, me, Della, Josh, Son, we all laughed. Come on, Eli, stop playing around. Defense carry. He went on to the Super Bowl. And listen, he told Tom Brady, commit. All you got to do is get a first down. You win the game. Do not give me that football. What did he do? He threw a nice 25-yard pass with Bobby Manahan on the sideline. That was an incredible pass to win the championship game. So when you see Eli Manning in the playoff, listen, I understand they don't have a running game in the season, the average and numbers and stats. And the numbers go out the window. It's just matchup time. And I'm going to keep it very real. Can the Giants win it all? Of course they can. Who to say they can't win it all? This is the NFL. Anything can happen. They can go to Dallas to win their 3rd time. Do I believe that happens? I don't think so. But they are a good team. Wait a minute. Did Eli Manning beat the best team in the AFC not once but twice? Of course he did. We're talking about Aaron Rodgers. He got more wins in Green. He got more wins in Lambeau Field than the quarterback does.
Let's see. That's defense.
Yeah, I can't. Listen, I'm going to explain this to you right now. Here's the thing. I'm going to keep it real. If you want to Sean, be
Tiki
cool
Barber
with it.
carried them in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. And you know what? Josh, shame to that 2-minute warning.
Oh,
Shame on that 2-minute warning fan who told me who asked me why didn't Tiki Barber play in the 2011 Super Bowl?
You're lying. I can see it.
I'm not lying.
You're lying.
I'm not lying. Hold up. I'm not lying.
All right, okay, guys. We gotta move on. That's Darren. We be right
Randy,
back.
my dog, Randy. You my man, Randy.
Yeah, Randy said he was in
Randy's
wild
number
out.
10. Manny, you're my man. Number 10. I got number 10, brother. Number 10, Miami. Over the Raiders.
And
Them,
we'll be right
not me.
back. We'll be right back.